Hey, I'm still not feeling well. The middle of my back feels like it's like the backbone's out of place or something. It hurts. And then I have sinus drainage. The roof of your mouth, here's your teeth and your throat. The roof of your mouth has two tiny holes in the roof of your mouth that connect up into your sinuses. So when you have a lot of sinus issues, it drains down and drips out of those teeny tiny holes in the roof of your mouth and down your throat. If you're wondering, where is that coming from? That's where it's coming from. I learned that when I was a denture maker. When you make dentures, the plate of the dentures goes back just about to those holes. If you cover those holes, people will gag. So, you learn something every day, hey? I wasn't feeling well. I got up to have some coffee cake and coffee, and I was sitting at the desk and the phone rang. It was my cousin Sandy in Philadelphia. My Aunt Shirley passed yesterday, my mom's sister. So Uncle Jack was gone, Mom's gone, Aunt Shirley's gone. There's really my Uncle Chuck died a long time ago, and my dad also, and Aunt Lynn died also. So there's really no grown-ups for people my age. My cousin Sandy and Chucky and Elaine, Jack, and Janice. All our elders are gone. So I told Sandy, we're the elders now. And Aunt Shirley was really nice. She was kind of stern, and she's obviously being grown up under my grandfather Hornberger, who I think was abusive. You have different ways of doing things or reacting to things because you kind of like have to preserve yourself. She was the middle child, so she kind of like disappeared into the background a lot, which is how she survived it. But she and my mom learned how to cook from their mother, who was Swedish. And, oh boy, my mom would use the same recipe, but she cooked everything to death. It was always so dry you needed a gallon of water to drink at dinner time. My Aunt Shirley did it perfectly. Oh, her cooking was marvelous. Marvelous. And she kind of had a snarky sense of humor too. She could. She was serious a lot, but so was my mom. That's just the way they grew up, the things that they had to deal with. There's no funeral, just a memorial on Wednesday, and I'm not going, but I'm sending flowers. I called David, told him, and David's mother-in-law is going to be 100 years old next month. So I asked how she was doing. She's okay. And he said, do you want to come down for her 100th birthday? And I said, well, I can drive down. He goes, no, I'll get you a ticket, an airplane ticket. I said, yeah, sure. Because you have to come a couple days early. We have stuff to get done and do. I said, sure, I'd love to. So that's kind of in the works for next month. A lot of stuff around here still remains undone because I have been actually kind of sick to my stomach, this last week. Sinusy, and up until yesterday, okay, until I had panic attacks, and I had a panic attack this morning while I was lying in bed. The psychiatrist guy said it's a chemical thing, but couldn't emotions bring out chemicals? Of course they can. When you're scared to death, you have that fight or flight. You can either deal with it or run away. Those are endorphins and stuff that are released from that little tiny thing in the middle of your head. Of course. So, dealing with that, I'm going to, since it's late, it is 8 o'clock at night, and it's dark. It's been dark. It gets dark early now. We're almost in winter. So I will try to set lists for myself, for tasks to do. I'll try to be specific, so that when I get up in the morning, when the sun is out, I'll tell the cat to wake me. He knows that I'll feed him a treat if the sun is up. He's smart. He comes in and is like, hello? So, yeah, I'll set tasks for myself to do. I wanted to write something for the Playwriters Guild people. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Whether I'll go to that tomorrow night or not to lend my voice, I don't know. It's kind of scary, you know, when you get to an age. Actually, it can happen at a younger age, but when you get 61, 2, like I am, any illness could be the last one you have. It kind of makes you think, if you sit and think about it, but I'm going to try to do other things. Yeah, whew. Upward and onward.